Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swain Batty League, Season 10, Week 2, with a Game 2. I am 30, and tonight I'll be joined by a wonderful fresh face and Hook Resets. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm well. Excited for some casting, honestly.
Good, me too. Yeah, so Game 2 here, we got, possibly a little better matchup than the last one. But we have Cameron's Dick Suck squad starting off the season 1-0, going up against D20, who found themselves with a loss after week 1, but looking like they can possibly bring it back today. It's gonna be a tough one though. Cameron's Dick Suck squad looking like one of the top teams this season, especially in Group A.
But personally, I really thought that the D20 team actually has a lot of good synergy in what they have. Like Thor and Matt together it feels like it should be really strong. Last week it was against my team. I'm a little bit biased, but I feel like they could be a lot better. I hope they're a lot better this week. Personally, I'm gonna be watching Geiger. Um, I want to see a little bit better from him as a Diamond 2 player.
Yeah, I mean, last week he picked the Lulu along with Tarth Evo on the Tristana. They did all right in lane, but you can't help but think, Diamond 2 support. And I understand these support champions like Lulu and Janna and Sona with Art and Sensor the way it was. Changed a little bit this patch, but I understand how incredibly powerful those are. But man, I would love to see him on something aggressive and really just like take over this game and show the SBL like, hey, I'm one of the highest ranked players here. Let's go. I'm gonna get my team to the finals.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to see some cheese, especially against this bot lane and Cameron Albino Joe. A lot of the time, supports really influence how the bot lane goes, who's gonna win it. And if it's just gonna be like Lulu, Janna, then obviously it's just gonna be farming pretty much the whole time. But if he brings out, I guess Brand's banned, but a Malzahar or a Vel'Koz or anything cheesy, really, I'd love it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see the expanses of his champ pool here. So we're into the draft. 3 bans for each team flying out so far. Brand, Sejuani, Lulu for the blue side in the Suck squad, and Katarina, Twitch, and Straka for D20. Katarina, once again, we don't see Sinister Beyblade, but I think Death Reaper also had a Katarina ban against himself last week, and yeah, it looks like it was actually the first ban last week as well against him.
Hey, wake up.
Yeah, for sure. Katarina it's like just a super snowbally champion in general. Also, Albino Joe wants to let us know that Aatrox pick is actually a Janna pick.
Yes, thank you. Yep.
And Hammerdinger.
Wait, whoa.
Wait a second. Wait.
Wait a minute.
That's not what I expected to see.
Okay, so I mean, I get it. Aatrox is the de facto proxy pick because apparently he's still bad. I've been away for a whole year. That's actually Donger. That's it. Oh my god, is this happening? They're assembling the season 1 team.
I cannot say I know what this is, but
oh well, these are just champs that have been in the game for fucking forever. This is great. Oh my god, and we got Shogath in here. Oh man, we're going old school in this game. I mean, Warwick though actually has been reworked, and I think he's like a legitimate pick in the jungle, right?
Yeah, he's actually really good right now. But still, like the fact that Heimerdinger is getting picked. I mean, Cho'Gath also got his rework, but I'm just still so confused at what they're gonna do with that top lane. Like, is he just trying to neutralize the lane and neutralize Freg completely?
Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen this? Is this like a thing? Is this like sort of like a high elo like one trick type of thing?
No, not
okay.
at all. It's there are one tricks who are high elo on Heimerdinger, but it's not normal. And I've been looking at Salvo's match history. He hasn't played any Heimerdinger that I know of. Check again.
Yeah, well,
I'm just.
I mean, I'm Slender Dan, Victor Yi, I'm just Dan, my friend Dan. He was just playing League last night. He's like, "Yo, spec me. I'm playing Heimer top," and I'm like, "Oh, Dan, that's so you." You know, like he changed his name to Victor Yi and played Victor or Yi for an entire ranked season. I mean, I'd expect that kind of shit from him in his fucking Gold 5 solo queue game, but what is this?
I'm really interested as how they're gonna play this one out. Anyways, it's just gonna be Caitlyn versus Tristana. That's really meta ADCs right now. Caitlyn actually got a new change, which basically lets her auto attack faster, and she can headshot turrets as well. Her win rate actually jumped from 44% to 49% since this patch.
Whoa! And wait, this patch just hit.
Tuesday? Or wait. No, last week.
Last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been after week 1 of the SBL. But yeah, I heard about that. But her starting health was also lower. She's incredibly squishier now. She's actually one of the lowest health pools starting off the game.
Yeah.
So you have to go into the lane with a little bit more caution with Caitlyn. Usually she was used to be this big old lane bully, but now, like you said, the attack speed increases, especially into the late game. So she can maybe stand toe to toe late game with the Tristana.
Oh, and the menace in the mid lane from Ziggs over here, like, oh, I hate this champion.
Oh yeah, Ziggs, a classic SBL mid lane champion, wave clear for days. Just ride that lane out, nothing too dangerous, satchel away if needed. But yeah, before we get into the rest of the picks, ban phase 2 already came out. Vel'Koz and Veigar taken out by the SUCC squad, and then Darius and Corki by D20. And then the SUCC squad rounding up their lineup with a Syndra and a potentially Dr. Mundo for the top lane. Yep, there it is. And so yeah, don't forget, guys, the Aatrox is the Janna. So that's their full lineup. So we got some real tanky monsters in there. I assume Cho'Gath's going to be in the jungle with Mundo in the top lane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chris has actually been playing, or Chris or my wing has actually been playing some Cho'Gath jungle recently. I don't really know too much about Freg. I know he plays a lot of different stuff. And they're actually picking the wait, no.
Oh. Oh my god, they almost did it. I forgot. Yeah, Nasus, I think, is a part of that Bronze Zodia, Malphite, Rammus, Nasus.
This is actually Heimerdinger support.
Whoa! Wait! Ah!
I did ask for cheese.
Oh, you got the cheese, dude. Geiger's in the chat. He heard you. We asked for the cheese.
I didn't expect it this hard. Honestly, wait, like.
Oh, we got the cheese.
I
thought Heimer top would have been pretty cool. Zed's out of here. No, support Heimer is no good for him. Interesting.
Poor
You know, like
Heimer.
I've dabbled in my time with some weird support picks. Heimer was technically one of them, but he has that unfortunate side effect of hitting minions when he lays down his turrets in places where he really shouldn't put them. You just try. You try to hug him against the wall as much as you can. But unless maybe that's the strat, right? I mean, there was that old, really classic strat with like 5 teleports, Heimer, Caitlyn. It was some like international team in some tournament. It was all about just like taking a tower incredibly fast. And that's Heimer was obviously a crucial part of that because you could teleport to the turrets. Turrets are invulnerable. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I think it would be, right? I mean, everything you teleport to is invulnerable while you're teleporting to it. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah.
I really would doubt it if they all took TP. I think that'd be hilarious. Well, the only reason I've seen Heimerdinger support before is they just sit in the bush, they throw skill shots at you, they put the turrets in the bush, and it's bush control. It's like, it's pretty hard to actually contest it. Especially as a melee support, I can't. It was against a Janna though. I mean, the Janna lane doesn't care about Heimerdinger, I don't think. So what are they?
Okay, I don't know. Goddamn. Yeah, just pick champs. Everyone, we know what the bands are. Pick a champ. We know what everything is. Nothing's a mystery anymore. The draft has been revealed to the masses. Uh, D20 is entering week 2 here with a very interesting composition. I forget, what did Mikaro pick in the mid lane here against Death Reaper, DZ's Syndra?
He picked Ziggs.
Ziggs, yeah. So his objective, obviously going to be trying to wave clear and not get blown up by the Syndra. Syndra, Death Reaper, I should say, opting to choose the exhaust over the ignite. What do you think that is?
Syndra taking exhaust?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me personally. Ziggs is never gonna get in your face. He's gonna like sit behind it, try to wear you down. I honestly would have preferred if D20 had banned Syndra instead of Corki, as I think that Syndra has better kill potential. But I guess she has a little bit lackluster wave clear early on.
Right.
It really just a strange draft to me. I mean,
Yeah.
the Heimerdinger support, like, what's go? I'm trying to figure out what do they want to do with this comp.
Yeah. Now that you bring that up, that they banned the Corki instead of the Syndra, because you're right, on the surface, on paper, doesn't make a lot of sense. But maybe that's the strategy. Take away champions that can wave clear in the mid lane. Well, I guess only Corki in this instance, but maybe that is. It's a fast push tower taking composition. Heimer, Ziggs, Caitlyn, all incredibly good at taking towers. And then Nasus obviously scales up and he'll chunk out towers with his Q in like 2 or 3 hits in the late game.
I believe Syndra's also a little bit easier to gank. But I don't know. I'm really trying to figure out who is Thor gonna want to camp. That's like when I see this team and I see Thor in a game, I'm wondering who is he gonna camp, especially in the scrims. He tended to camp Wind in the top lane last week. But in this, I don't know who he goes for. Because Janna Tristana is never gonna die. Syndra is difficult with the Ziggs. You don't really have any setup. And then Mundo is Mundo. He's just tanky.
Yeah. Yeah, Mundo can be incredibly difficult to gank. I mean, once he hits 6, you can just say goodbye to that lane. He'll just hit 6, or he'll hit his R and kind of stroll out of those. But yeah, I mean, Satchel somehow, actually Syndra switching to the Ghost. Maybe he heard our questioning there on the stream, but maybe obviously a little bit better pick there, I think. Maybe can
to at least try to get on the Ziggs. Or try to get on the Ziggs somehow if he's gonna go for a solo kill.
Yeah.
Which I think makes Syndra better than Corki. I think she's a little bit better at kill pressure. With her CC. Let's see. So I just thought, what if D20's team comp is totally meant to ignore team fighting, and well, with the Heimerdinger it's kind of obvious, but to literally just try to push towers. Ziggs, Satchel, Caitlyn's new headshotting turrets, Nasus, and then Warwick just running around looking for picks.
Yeah, I honestly think that has to be it, right? This team comp,
yeah,
not made for team fighting. Really, just the lack of hard CC is pretty outstanding. Like it's I mean, I feel like in modern League of Legends, you really there's so many champions in the game, right, that bring some form of like hard CC that allows for picks which are so influential in getting neutral objectives or towers. But this team seemingly doesn't have much besides a Warwick ult. So I guess we'll see how it plays out. But however, we're talking a lot about D20's extremely interesting lineup. Let's talk a little bit about the SUCC squad. I mean, they're 1-0. They looked very good last week. Cameron, I mean, his whole team comp, we heard Best's one just talking about it in the interview. That team comp was built around him last week, and he stepped up like in true Cameron fashion and hard carried the game once again on a champion that I think can do that. And he has a tanky front line. He's got the support that will be by his side, and a little damage, a little CC on top for the mid pick. A very well balanced lineup.
This looks like a really good if we get a Righteous Glory and we just run at UComp. Maybe Janna buys the coin upgrade that gets you all movement speed, Talisman. Because the only problem I could see with it is they really don't have great hard CC, like easy point and click. It's all skill shot related. Mundo Q slows, Cho'Gath Q, I believe. And then the Syndra E. It's not easy, I would say. Just pick someone off.
Right. Yeah. It's really just about getting in range. That's the key element there. But Janna's passive, I believe, speeds people up. Unless that was changed.
If you want Janna rock front rolling. No, I believe she still has that sort of thing. I know her auto attacks actually got increased. Something weird about Janna was she got changed, hopefully as a nerf, but it actually made her still very, very viable, especially for, I think, high elo Jannas who actually trade. Because she got a buff on her own damage. She went so first they had to hotfix her twice, which is I think the only champion in League of Legends who's been hotfixed twice in one patch.
Yeah, and as early as she did, it was 3 hours after the patch that she got her first hotfix.
Yeah. She like jumped so hard to a 58% win rate before the hotfix. And then finally it went to after it was 54, I believe, or 56. One of those. And she's still a really strong pick. Ardent Sensor didn't get nerfed enough to make it bad. So.
Right, yeah. I mean, exactly. I mean, I was listening to a podcast actually about the changes, and I completely agree with you. It's sort of that lower elo Janna mentality where you just stand behind and press E whenever it's up, but that E cooldown, it was increased incredibly high. It's like 18 seconds instead of 10 now at level 1. But yeah, the other additions to her kit persuades you, or like it incentivizes you for being kind of like this auto attack harassy champion in lane. So we'll see if Albanojo can do that. But this is kind of interesting here. We got D20.
Look how
a little
awkward.
sneak.
I wonder if they're completely gonna pass each other.
Oh.
If they just pass each other. Oh. I think they will. They're gonna meet unless they can get out. This is so.
Oh, and here they go. The teams are meeting very awkwardly.
This is a 5v4. They don't have Salvo.
Yeah, exactly. Salvo is holding down that red, but no summoners have been blown yet. Just a lot of there it is. Darth Evil, the first one with the flash on this Caitlyn, and now there's Thor on the Warwick, taking the flash out of there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, a flash out of Death Reaper. They're going for Darth Evil. He dodges the cleaver, but it's not gonna be enough. First blood going over to the Syndra. Double kill actually for the SUCC squad as they start this one off. Actually, they'll just take the blue.
They're just gonna take blue. Oh my gosh. That was so bad. That's oh no.
What's the strat? I mean, so
this happened. They sent Salvo topside just to check if like they would be invading top on the red side, but he really should have been with his team if they're gonna commit all the way into their tri-bush there. And then they went even deeper and met up with all five, so like it's not really something a level one Ziggs or Warwick or even Heimerdinger really can do.
yeah, exactly. They don't have the team comp for it, and then yeah, they purposely put themselves at a disadvantage, knowing that if we find the enemy team, if they're all stacked together, we will be down one person.
Yeah. The funny part is I think that Cameron's team just thought, oh well, they're not there. I guess we'll just leave and go back and start normally. They just all happen to be there.
Yep, exactly. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is already over 1,000 gold lead before the laning phase technically even started, and it's 2 kills on your mid lane Syndra, and he got assists across the board. 2 assists for the bot lane each, and then 2 assists for Frag on Mundo up here. So everything going very well for SUCC squad to start this game off.
I think that's exactly where you want to get the kills too. the person who's gonna try to pressure the Ziggs out of lane. And once they get level 6, actually, they can probably kill Mikuro.
Yeah. I mean, this whole team name really kind of revolves around the D20 Mick dice roll. And it looks like that has translated to the entire team. Because they just took a dice roll at the start of the game. And they lost out on this one.
I definitely rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Not too great.
Crit fail. Yep. But so Salvo on this Nasus, I love, you know, we gotta love Nasus, right? Trick 2G in all of his exploits, making the dog somebody that I guess can be kind of feared, but it's so like not, or it relies on the enemy team being not coordinated. So I just don't see I think we're gonna see that happen today here with Cameron's Dick Suck Squad.
I think that he just wants to farm up, get as many stacks as he can right now, and hope that somehow they get to late game.
Yep, and there it is, the Heimer turrets, the support Heimer. It's brutal. Rockets hit camera right in the face, and the turrets go down. Do they get gold for that?
For killing the turret, yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's not much, but
it's like 5 or maybe 1.
5 or 7, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't get why he didn't just pick something like Zillion. The Zillion does pretty much the same thing as him. It's got cheesy double Qs that you can land, and he just offers so much more. But they didn't want it, so they wanted the Heimerdinger for who knows why.
I mean, I guess they did first pick it, so maybe it was kind of like a bait in the draft, trying to, you know, it's a flex. Obviously, Heimer can go top, mid. I think at one point he was a jungler. I mean, he can jungle probably. A lot of champions can jungle nowadays. But man, oh, the top lane fights there getting pretty dicey for Salvo especially. He has the Doran's Blade, no pots to sustain himself back up, but a little bit of lifesteal built in.
I think this might be kind of the fact he doesn't have any mana means he has to back soon. Probably right around now. He's gonna miss a couple minions, but he does have a slight CS lead, so hopefully that works out for him. I've actually seen a lot of the new Nasus they go max E first just to wave clear and get to the tower first.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't look like he wants to do that though. To be fair, there have already been set behind, so it wouldn't help much.
Very true. Oh, Freck taking a couple tower shots there, but Salvo, he is still, I mean, literally playing with Mundo's fire here. It is, yeah, incredibly risky for him to stay up there, and yeah, he is gonna try to recall. Never mind, actually stop, but direct camera. We're more concerned about the Heimerdinger. You know what? Direct camera, I don't blame him.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah. Oh, he's clear.
Oh, he's gonna go with that. I think Salvo's okay though.
Oh my!
Oh!
Yeah, oh, the one more tower shot would have offed frag there. Salvo, I think, like purposely stopped there, just like almost like a Satan, knowing that there's no way he's gonna die. But both flashes go down for the top laners. A little bit of jumping in action. Albino Joe lands a tornado camera with the bombs, and Darth Evo chunked out.
That's what happens when you stay too far forwards and your support leaves to go ward, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was good. A good jump in by Camera for sure. I think he did it off of Joe, just getting the W.
Right. Yep. And yeah, it landed plenty of autos with that bomb planted firmly on Evo's head. My wing waiting on the sidelines there in mid lane. Looking for some kind of sneaky rupture, but gonna back off and go back to his own jungle. But Mikro steps a little bit too close perhaps, uses the satchel to disengage, and the flash for the reassurance.
Yeah, that's gotta be really painful as a Ziggs right now. Against 2-0 needlessly large Syndra.
Yeah, oh, Salvo. Yeah, Salvo, he's doing it. He launches the ultimate here. Thor coming out from the enemy jungle, or actually his own jungle there. And Frag gonna go down there. Salvo establishing dominance.
Yeah, it was good communication by Salvo and Thor there. He didn't even go to his red buff. and he just went straight top, seeing that Freg was already really low HP, and Salvo got to back and TPN.
Yeah, we're working. He has that passive, right? Something about smelling blood.
Yeah.
Makes him go faster with low health enemies in the vicinity. So yeah, good teamwork out of D20. Certainly not out of this game yet. You can definitely climb yourself out of these level 1 holes that you can put yourself in here, but it's still a 1,000 gold lead for the SUCC squad.
I think getting Nasus ahead is definitely your best bet right now.
Yeah.
Just to get a side lane pressure that if they have to send 2 people at least for, I mean, maybe they can take objectives with the Warwick Caitlyn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you bring 2 people to the opposite side of the map, and then bring your heavy tower hitters in and finish off something low. And Darth Evo and Geiger look like they want to keep pushing this lane into the tower and get as much autos as they can. Death Reaper with the flash forward uses the Syndra ultimate, and Mikaro down to sub 30 health there. He had the barrier, so we can say calculated. He could say rude though. I guess that was rude. But Wang here, he's coming into the bot lane, hits the double rupture onto the bot lane, but Thor with the counter gank. They're gonna try to keep going. Albino Joe uses the Monsoon to disengage and keep his teammates healthy. My Wang though gets slowed. He's in the bush. The rupture gonna help the disengage, but it goes down. Darth Evil with the last auto to pick up the kill.
That was really good pathing by Warwick again. Like, he just was in the right place for the counter gank. And since this is the problem with Janna. Janna can't help. Even the Cho double knockup, it didn't matter. Matt and Geiger were just too far away for like a Janna Q to do anything.
Yeah, and not able to bring a lot of damage of her own there. Just like you said, the additional knockup from the tornado, and Cameron's damage not enough to really finish off anyone. And the immobile Cho'Gath will go down. Flash also down for My Wang now, so kind of a vulnerable jungle situation for him.
The only real nice thing that they got out of it was Matt had to blow Flash, and I think he had to blow heal as well to save Geiger.
Yeah, looks like that happened. That fight.
And
as
they blew ignites, so yeah, they have the summoner's advantage. But seeing as it's a Janna lane, I once again don't think that anything's gonna come of it.
Oh, red buff though on the Darth Evo on the Caitlyn, so that's always a little bit fun to use in laning situations.
Yeah, he's not gonna even have back for as long as he has that, as it gives health regen, I think. So.
Yep, recovers health. They're not fighting champions or epic monsters, and the burn and slow that has been there since the dawn of time. Well, actually, I don't know. I didn't play in the beta, but maybe it was something. Maybe red buff didn't even exist.
I think that it might not have existed, to be honest, but I didn't play. I joined like season 5, I believe. So.
Wow. Oh, well, season 5, here we go. Thor on the Warwick jumping in, uses the ultimate onto My Wang's Cho'Gath. He gets low in. Salvo with the Q finishes him off, and Salvo with the flash. He's gonna keep going. Don't know what the follow-up there was, but yeah. Like I said, establishing dominance. That's what Nasus is all about. But Death Reaper, he roams up top, maybe looking for the angle to try to cut someone off here. Cammer has to blow his flash to stay alive. And the Mega Turret.
Oh, that Heimerdinger damage.
Doing the work.
Oh, man. I can't wait until there's an actual team fight and just the Heimerdinger turret is burning everyone. They don't even want to walk forwards.
Oh! Those headshots. Yeah, Camera gets extremely low. And, actually, one thing we didn't even touch on in the draft, he has barrier. I mean, that's kind of an oddity, right, on ADCs?
It's kind of a solo queue thing that's going on right now. If they have a Janna or a really shieldy support, Lulu.
Oh, yeah, the heal on the Janna, yeah.
The Janna or support will just take the heal for them. Actually got first turret. Their comp is working.
Yes.
The Heimerdinger is working.
They're playing towards their win condition. Yeah, and they get first break of the game, and now they also get the gold lead of the game here. 1,000 gold right back over to D20.
Yeah, this is actually really nice for them, especially with Salvo with a kill and an assist. It means he can maybe start bowling Mundo a little bit. He got blue buff too, so he's never gonna run out. This is like the dream.
This is the dream. Salvo's living the Nasus dream. He has 2 components of the legendary Trinity Force. It does tons of damage, I've heard.
You've heard correctly.
Freak. Yeah. And what do we got here in the bot lane? Geiger on this Heimerdinger might be in a precarious situation, but he's just taking out some hordes in the Dragon Pit. Teams will really match up in this Dragon River, but meanwhile, top lane, never mind, we're going back to the bot lane. Wang instantly flashes out of the Ziggs ult, but back to the top lane. No, just kidding, back to the bottom river.
Geiger.
Oh, Albino Joe with the Monsoon back, pushes Geiger back into his own team. Frag with the flash, but the Nasus ultimate finishes him off. So another solo kill, well, I guess first solo kill for Salvo on this Nasus.
So I'd like to note something real quick. Look at Geiger's build, and I'm realizing what's going on here. He's going more Molokon. Instead of a Sightstone, instead of any support item.
Oh, well, he just bought a Ruby Crystal. Maybe he's pussying out. His team is like, come on, we need some more.
We need spiritual mission.
Yeah. But the Tristana bomb on this mid tower, 4 strong for the SUCC squad. Rupture knocking Darth Evo up, but yep, no follow-up to be had. Camera should be able to get out of this one safe. So a nice window of opportunity for SUCC squad to get a brick on the scoreboard.
Well, now they do have low HP, so D20 can pretty much do whatever they want, which looks like they'll take Dragon. I don't really like that. It's just Air Drake, I think. But they don't really have minion waves anywhere either. And that's a shame.
Yeah, so I guess you take what you can get. Going off the win condition we've been talking about in the draft, it would have made maybe sense to get the Rift Herald, but maybe it didn't have the wards or vision to do that as well.
They were pretty much all bot side too, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, now they go mid, trying to get some tower damage done here, and Mikaro with the satchel. Yep, and it's gonna be coming in here. Another tower goes down. So this game accelerating at a very brisk pace.
Yeah. I think this game's gonna end real soon. It's something insane's gonna happen. I just feel it.
Right. So one team's gonna make a big play and open it up and take the lead and just roll on through. But we don't know which team.
Yeah. I don't think I can see D20 coming back from any loss. Really.
Okay.
Their team comp doesn't fit it.
Yeah.
Unless Salvo can do Nasus things.
Yeah, there is a lot of hope and a lot of gold in this top lane. I'll show the gold here. Yeah, he's 800 gold up on Frag on the Mundo, but actually meanwhile 1500 gold lead for ZZ Death Reaper ZZ over Mikro.
Yeah, those first 2 kills especially.
Yeah, first blood especially as well, yeah. So it's a lot of damage packed into him, and here he lands a stun onto Darth Evo, but he actually has to force the flash back.
I don't think he really had to flash. I think he was afraid of Thor coming in and ulting him.
Yeah.
So it still is a fine flash, but in reality, maybe he could have gotten out without it.
Yeah.
We'll see in a second.
Yeah,
this is a good rotation.
We'll see if it actually matters. Thor using the Warwick ult to jump to Frag and then jump back to safety, and Frag, he gets bullied out. He gets zoned out. The teamwork and coordination, 5 in the top lane for D20 as they take out the top lane tier 1 tower, but Death Reaper, he finds Darth Evo without the heal and takes him out, but it's answered back for a kill of their own onto Frag.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I think when Thor went on the backside of that with the
Oh! Boom! See you later. Okay. Science won't save you from magic damage, and SUCC squad picking up another kill as D20 rotates through the river, running for their lives. But Cameron, he's still going. He answered back a tower. He was racing against 5 players from D20. And he's Tristana. I mean, sure. But he's going for it. He's laying down the damage. He's actually going for the tier 2 tower here. Will he do it? And he
he's
does.
gonna get it.
He picks it up and he goes down to Darth Evo. Darth Evo has to flash Camera with the auto. He picks up the kill. And Camera's life stealing this one up. He uses the reset, the knockback onto Thor Flash for Flash. Camera, will he get out?
He can't get out.
Oh, the hungry wolf will feed tonight. The barrier's used and there is the auto. But you have to wonder, meanwhile, on the other side of the map.
Yeah, it just looks like Camera's squad right now is just out-rotating them. That was really good by Camera. Even though I disagree with most of Camera's team chasing them. Like throughout that whole jungle, I think they should have just gone for towers, but they did stop the backs, which allowed Camera to do whatever he wanted and get that second tier tower.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you could maybe say like, oh, Camera, like surely there was no way you were gonna get out of that one, right? There's no way you're gonna run away from this Warwick. But every summoner spell he used, he spaced it out, used his abilities perfectly to buy as much time as possible for his team to answer back and get another tower for them, and they take the gold lead substantially. 3K now up a tower, tied in kills, but I think your foresight might be coming true here. We'll see if the DXUCC squad can just take control of this game. Geiger creating the pentagram of turrets there, the jungle, warding off giant Dr. Mundos.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, no
I
worries.
have not been paying attention.
Oh,
But,
no worries. So a little over 20 minutes now. Baron is spawned. No Rift Herald taken here in game 2. But
I actually did get Rift Herald.
Wait, what? Oh my god.
Death
Really?
Reaper's got it.
Oh, you did?
While
they
we're
just-
watching Camera.
Oh shit! You're right. They actually did that. Oh, we're smart. Casters are smart. Albino Joe using the monsoon to keep his teammates healthy, but Camer and Death Reaper get tagged up by the Zig salts.
Oh, they're in a bad spot.
Yeah, and there you have control of the red side jungle of D20s. They're using all the wards they can, and maybe looking for another pick here. See if they could maybe get that tier 2 mid tower down, but it appears not this time around, and they're gonna recall and buy.
The wonder of Ziggs. You are not taking the tower today, not without Baron at least.
Yeah.
I think that the sorry, what?
Oh, no, you go.
I was gonna say I think that the Rift Herald was used a little bit prematurely. I didn't see if it was at the very end. But because they didn't get the tower, it almost makes it unworth it. You really need to time that well with how your minions are going. And it didn't seem like they were all prepared for it.
Right, yeah. I mean, direct camera didn't even seem like it was worthwhile to look at that. Yeah, I think we were looking at the fight in the jungle, but it did get them to tier 1 mid, and maybe a little bit extra damage on the tier 2. So I guess used well in some capacity here. DXUCC squad, they're going for the Drake uncontested here. Just no vision possible for D20 at this point in the game. Gonna be a win Drake matching D20.
Something I think we should look at is Salvo's stack count right now. It's
Stack
at
watch.
366.
Now tell me, what does that mean in the world of Nasty Seas?
I mean, besides the fact he does a lot of damage, I don't actually know the exact number.
Oh,
But,
well, actually, D20, they're going in. Albino Joe had to flash out the Zigzalt to save his self there, and wow, there's actually a lot of damage. A good combo of abilities from D20 on the support caught in the jungle. And both teams dancing around this mid lane. Camera sucks spot. They are really looking for this tier 2 in the mid lane. Camera's looking, he's got the bomb down. He's just looking for those autos, desperately trying to sneak them in there under the nose of D20.
But something I want to note, all 5 of D20 are grouped here, and suddenly their win condition that we talked about pregame is non-existent. They don't have, now they're sending Salvo bot lane, but they really don't want to be grouping. This is like the 2-tank dream of Camera squad.
Yeah, and I mean, this is like camera stream too, because it's 9,100 gold against 7,500 of Darth Evo's Caitlyn here. So he is in a very good spot. 2 items for him, but Death Reaper goes down. The damage comes through. The Warwick ult on top of everything to ensure his death. And Salvo, he's got that split push in the bot. Teleport is up, and we have 4 in the mid lane for D20. What can they do? Heimer turrets are being laid down.
Might I add, that pick was off of the Heimer's ult. So Heimerdinger once again proving us wrong.
Yeah, Geiger, he's landing like some crucial concussion grenades. But himself, he is also getting taken out. I guess one time it was just like a straight up like one ability from Death Reaper. So a little bit squishy, obviously. But he is playing it as well as you could maybe imagine. Oh, my way, he flashes over the satchel charge, and it will spell Geiger's death here. And now the flash is Timer with the autos. He's getting the resets. The double kill. He's going in onto Mikaro. Flash and barrier used. And the chase stops. But the strategy now deviates to Baron. Oh, bingo. Yeah, that was
maybe not now.
A little cheesy. I don't know. They got Death Reaper now. Oh, but I guess the front line could be a little bit healthier. And oh, there it is, the Monsoon to heal everyone up. Salvo gets the bomb on him. Gonna walk this one out, but Camera, who's going in. Rocket jump. The Wither will dissuade him from continuing.
Looks like Mikro is a little bit low on mana, so I was gonna say that you could probably poke them out if they even tried to Baron, but it looks like they just want to disengage and reset. They probably have a lot of gold in their pockets.
Yeah, cool. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, 1,000 gold for 4 members of the SUCC squad. Only 300 gold for Death Reaper, but he's certainly got a lot already cashed into items. Look at this: Luden's Echo, Morellonomicon, Haunting Guys, Sorcerer Shoes. Yeah, 5-1-0 on the Syndra. Any kind of squishy champion on D20 will get deleted.
Yeah, this is really.
Oh, actually,
the opposite of what
he
they
could
want.
actually chunk out Salvo. He has spec'd into a lot of armor. Rando and Doman and Ninja Tabby. Now he is building a Null Magic Mental. So yeah, he can actually get taken out pretty easily as well. Also Ninja Tabby for Thor as well. So actually there's like almost 0 magic resist on this team.
It's really strange because all of Camera's team, like Mundo does AP, Cho'Gath is AP, and Syndra is AP. They're literally just trying to play against Camera.
Yeah, the camera counter in terms of itemization, and they poke Baron, and Baron pokes back. Death Reaper, he's below half health now, and yeah, you have to recall, right? That's the disadvantage of those bursty mages, right? A lot of those kits don't have any kind of spell vamp or life sustain built in.
I don't think any mages have spell vamp anymore, but
Oh yeah, you're right. Spell vamp isn't the thing. It might be only on items, right? I don't know. Well,
no, like
Ari...
it's completely gone. I'm pretty sure,
What?
isn't it? I mean, Ari does have the self-sustain from her Q.
Yeah. But you're right. It's not technically called spell vamp, right? Probably
Morgana
that was
has spell vamp. Morgana does.
Not anymore. Her W just like shreds percent shelf.
I think her passive actually is.
Oh, a spell vamp?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Thor getting caught. Oh my.
Thor with the ult, jump back into the enemy team, looking for a little reprieve there as he jumps into the arms of death. And SUCC squad, they have full control of this game right now. Frag, he's outside, he's zoning. The members at D20, the Mundo ult is popped, but Death Reaper with the flash in, the double stun, goes on to Darth Evo, and there he goes down the Ziggs ult with the counter, so Death Reaper goes down for himself here, and now it's Cammer locked into the 1v1 with Salvo. Cammer using the flash.
Salvo's got him.
Oh, he's got him, just shut down. And Geiger, he stays alive on the support. Heimerdinger, Mikaro with the double buff Ziggs. Can they continue running? 2 red buffs actually for D20, but the movement speed of Janna will surely get him out. And the Baron is stopped today, but the 4K gold lead remains.
But where was the front line for D20? It looked like that Death Reapers and Camera were just 2v4.
Yeah, I mean, Frag, I get that with the zone out there, but my wing, staying adamant in the Baron pit trying to burn it down. But yeah, Camera, I guess, a sort of a split idea there. Do we fight or do we just burn the Baron? My Wing walking very slowly into the enemy of D20. They're doing everything they can to try to take down this monster. But will they be able to do it? They have red buffs aplenty. They're getting extremely low. Frag now no ultimate, but it will be back up in like 2 seconds. So he might be able to regen all of this back with the Windrake going over to D20. 3 Windrakes this game.
What an exciting Drake, honestly. The movement speed. I mean, I guess it helps them because they are all about split pushing. And to their credit, if you look at the side lanes, the Camera squad really isn't dealing with them.
Yeah. That's a very good point. Yeah, they've been so focused on that mid tower or Baron. They bait the Baron or do they try to sneak in that tier 2. But yeah, these mini waves are huge. They're juicy and they're gonna hit the towers. And I guess they don't care about that because we're gonna go into a Baron situation once again for the SUCC squad.
Yeah, I guess it baited out Ziggs ult, but I really didn't like that call when Chris is that low. He needs a Warmogs right now.
Yeah. He's got that Righteous Glory, Cinder Hulk. Looks like he's going for a Spirit Visage, which I guess could never really be a bad buy for a Cho'Gath, but Warlock might be a little bit better. And we got Heimer turrets in the pit here. Warwick and Nasus as well. Whoa. Camera with the rocket jump in. Oh man, this is dicey. This has really devolved into some low elo gameplay, I believe.
Yeah, they're not.
Salvo, I mean, go back to a side lane, bro. You got the DP.
Yeah.
You're
Craig finally is gone.
Yeah. Oh, didn't see where that ult was actually targeted on. In either case, though, Albino Joe and Death Reaper very low. Death Reaper has to recall once again, so he keeps getting chunked out. I assume smartly by D20 there, and sort of delaying this game a little bit further as they can, I guess, keep stacking. Salvo stack watch, 456 current bonus damage on his Q.
Yeah, he should be pretty monstrous in the side lane right around now. And there's a Spectre's Cowl finally, so he can deal with some of the AP coming from Death Reapers. Still not great, but it's a start.
Yeah, and I mean it's still a gold lead for the SUCC squad, but I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, right?
It doesn't feel like it because of how bad the engage is from D20. Like, timer turrets make it so you really don't want to engage on them. Thor might be cut out here.
Oh yeah, they sidesteps the rupture, but the tornado comes through and the bombs go down, and Thor pushes out on the long lane by himself. Wang gonna take a chump out of that, but Mikro takes out Death Reaper's easy. What can they get back? Darth Evo lands the auto on the side. Camera goes down, and now Freg continuing the chase onto the back line. He's gonna go tower diving. Maybe not today. He sees the dog. Beware of dog. It's a tank battle, and Darth Evil's caught in the middle.
He did not look at the sign.
Yeah, no, he did not get the sign, but will they even get the kill here? Albino Joe with the shield, the clutch shield, but not going to be enough. Salvo is on a rampage, 4-0-3. Is he going to keep going?
He's going to get him, I think, actually. I don't think... Chris doesn't have a flash. Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, he didn't have the flash, but he's got the blue buff, so Rupture, surely, yep, it's already back up, so... And, you know, the silence on top of that, good chance he makes it out there, and... Once again, a sloppy fight from SUCC squad. I think it ends up for a 2-for-2, and the game is once again delayed.
I'm gonna blame stupid damage from Ziggs in this game, to be honest. This is the second time that Ziggs has managed to 1-for-1 as someone's gotten caught out.
Yeah, and I think D20 will take that any day of the week.
Yeah, I think Thor for Death Reapers, was it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Death Reaper, a lot of the team's gold for Camera squad, so taking him out, or Camera, and that's what they did. Both of the carries, both of the only damage threats on the blue side were taken out last fight, and they seem to be, they keep going down here, 3 deaths apiece for them. And that's all D20 needs, is they have these windows now. Get control of the Baron River, they get the scuttle. The vision clearing begins. The turrets are set up in the pixel brush. What can they do here? How hard can they bait? And really, the bigger question is, will the SUCC squad walk into this?
Yeah, the problem for D20 right now is they can't send Salvo bot lane, because which is pushing into them slowly because he doesn't have TP. Freg could go top lane. He should probably answer that, but I think right now it's just a waiting game. Just who gets the mid lane priority, which is sad because neither of these team comps are that good at
doing that. Yeah,
engage.
we actually talked about that in the draft, but both of these teams were not built for that, right? I mean, Cameron's lineup is just classic front to back team fighting, right? Get the tanks in front, let the backline do the backline things. D20's lineup, we thought the cheese might have been over, but the cheese is just aging. It's just gonna become a nice fine cheese. It's still coming. We don't know when it's gonna be done.
Geiger's build continues. He's got the Rylai's now. That's okay.
Dang.
Okay,
Holy
I guess.
shit, dude! I love this. This is great. The slowest, dude. I mean, the concussion grenade alone. Like, you don't even have to hit the stun anymore. You're still gonna get that AOE slow.
I think what's really nice about it is that since they already suck at chasing them, because they don't have hard CC, that's great.
Yeah.
The slows will just make it even harder for the tanks to actually reach Caitlyn.
Yeah. And the wave clear begins. It's gonna be a struggle here for SUCC squad. They are going up against a lot of stuff right now.
It's just gonna be all ARAM here. Like,
Yeah.
What?
And Death Reaper, he's at 50% health. Like, just even going into this fair 5v5 fight, you're already at a disadvantage, right? Like, the positioning you have to be aware of. Oh my god, never mind. Actually,
They're tired.
They're
tired
just saying,
of
fuck it,
this.
they're doing this. But D20, they know. The Baron is going down. The
And
Sig ult
damage.
comes through. Pretty much everyone gets hit by it, but they're gonna go. They're gonna secure the Baron. For Camera SUCC squad. Thor jumping into the pit. Not gonna be able to find anything. The first kill of the fight going over to the blue side here. Geiger with the flash out to stay alive. Camera, though, he remains healthy in this backline. His team, however, is not.
So I'm wondering where Salvo was in that whole fight, because Thor jumped in really late and he was just dead, but I did not see Salvo. It's obviously hard to position as Nasus. You're not gonna like.
Especially without Ghost, right? Because I mean, Ghost. Honestly, you don't see a lot of teleport Ghosts. Nasus really benefits from Ghost, but we're gonna get an Ocean Break though for D20. Obviously, SUCC squad had to back
That's
after
actually
the Baron.
something that Death Reaper's team really would have liked, off of just how much they've been poked off. Like, Death Reapers probably would have wanted that, even though it's considered probably the worst dragon later game.
Stack
Well, on the bright
watch.
side, they have Baron, so yeah.
Yeah, Baron, and they're going top lane with this. Oh, a double Baroned up casters there. Stack watch though, 522 for Salvo. And yeah, there's no way you can defend this tier 2, boys. Get out of there. Oh man.
Run.
Yeah, Salvo, he actually might get caught out here. Will any more stuns or CC land? And it will not be today. Darth Evo gets chucked out. Oh, the heal, the Summoner heal, keeping him alive. But Salvo's low too. There's just not any kind of front line now for D20.
Look at all the poke.
The poke is insane. Albino Joe, Death Reaper, they're low on their backside too, but Cameron
Albino
is
Joe's
healthy.
got ult soon, so yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all. The first inhibitor of the game going over to the SUCC squad. The autos are coming
More
through. They're
work
looking for
engage.
the chase kills here. Thor, the passive is up. He's looking for the chase. He has the ultimate as well. Salvo, he lands the Wither onto Camer. And the big, Mercurial Scimitar actually. A little cleanse action there. Got a resident Captain Jack. Take that Wither away.
Yeah, actually a really smart buy against Wither and the Warwick ulti mainly, I'm pretty sure. Which isn't bad at all. I think that buying more defensive items when your head is better anyway, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Maybe I wouldn't finish the Mercurials, but I'm not an ADC main, so.
yeah. More damage. It seems like Cameron's style. And he's got the sums up, man. This fight could be huge. It could just be reset city for Cameron here.
One thing I think Salvo actually made a mistake in was he probably should have gone Executioner's calling as well, just for Mundo. But he just went, he had to, it was either that or Triforce Rush, so, you know.
Yeah. Does the E for Nasus, the zone, does that heal physical damage?
No, it's AP. The E is AP.
Damn. Okay. Well, then it's actually kind of tough to apply physical damage to Nasus, right? I mean, he just has to be up in their grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can W them, which helps really against melee matchup especially.
Yeah. Oh, wowzers. The crit from Cammer. Mix low. I don't know if you can really afford to back here, otherwise they're going to lose another inhibitor tower. Potentially another inhibitor. Salvo walks up trying to get some zone going, trying to establish some presence in this mid lane. The Caitlyn Snaptraps are up. Who will walk into one?
Without Baron, this is really hard for Hammer's team.
Yep. Ooh, Valentine getting a little hit up on the side there. Bombs are getting procced onto Salvo, but he's got all that armor, right? He's got the Randuins, the Tabby, but he is low now, and it's just a whittling away from the SUCC squad.
Sure, for sure. I think this is still kind of advantaging D20. They're just trying to wait out the inhib top lane. So as long as they don't actually manage to get in, I think we're fine.
Yeah, and frankly, he does have that teleport. I mean, the lanes are short now. Oh wait, the tower goes down, and now the jump in begins. Cammer gets locked up by the Warwick Thor, flashes out immediately, and so they get the Mercurial Scimitar cooldown, but they will lose the inhibitor.
And they still have 4 ults, they just use Mundo to secure that, so.
Yeah, and was looking tough here, but not. I thought it was a dangerous route to take, but no, not a lot of threat from this D20 team at this point. And now the bot lane mini wave is here for the SUCC squad. Right, he's just yeah, I think he can just do whatever he wants, right? I mean, that's like Mundo's tagline, right? Mundo goes.
Yeah, Mundo goes where he pleases.
Yeah. Oh, the triple stun! Death Reaper, Syndra in the triple rupture, and they're going down the flashes out of everybody on the SUCC squad. Cammer, he stays alive, and D20, much like their dice roll, hit the crit fail, double kill for Cammer, and the SUCC squad going up 2-0 here at the start of Season 10.
A good attempt. Good attempt. It's not an easy comp to pull off by no means.
Oh, yeah. 41 minutes, though. A little bit longer than I would have liked to imagine for the SUCC squad. A lot of dilly-daddling around, but at the end of the day, it's a W in the column for them.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you go.
I was gonna say that the only reason it probably went 41 minutes is because they could afford to just wait it out. Unless Nasus got to the point where he could just split push and do whatever he wants. Which he didn't even split push that much. Then there was really not that much worry, I don't think, for their team. Who just had better team play.
I mean, I'm getting a lot of calls for Frag interview. What do you think? Like, why not? I guess Frag or Riot, Frag around that. I personally, I think Death Reaper, perhaps. I mean, but tanks don't see a lot of love, so I'm sure with Death Reaper we'll get in here. Won the team game. Let me see if I can wrangle him up. No, Frank
User
just
joined
left.
your channel.
Hello.
Frank just he's like,
I
I'm
don't even
done.
know where
I
he
won the
went.
team game, and he's out. But we got Death Reaper in here, who I think is also very worthy of an interview. Death Reaper, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, well done. The only thing I wanted to say is, how does it feel to win having the only what is this, 1,000 more damage than your Mundo top laner?
Yeah, we were looking at the damage, and most games I usually try for a lot more, especially with I main Katarina for the most part. So most games I try to go in way more, and then when we were doing the Baron, and then I messed up and went on the Caitlyn, and then we lost that team fight. That was a good example of how I play way too aggressive. In this game, I'm not usually used to long range mage champs, so I had to play way more passive and just wait to burst someone down. And so the damage charts, it was really just waiting for someone to get caught out instead of poking or doing a lot of damage. Especially with Cameron's static shiv and rapid fire cannon, he could just auto all day and it would poke him down.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, in the late game there, to round out that game, you had some double stuns, and I mean, even at the end there in the enemy base, that triple stun that set everything up. It was pretty juicy. But throughout a lot of that early to mid game, it really seemed like the game plan for D20 was just to take you out and chunk you out, so you had to recall. Did you feel that pressure?
I at that point I felt I was either getting focused or I was just playing way too aggressive. And in either case, all I had to do was play way more back, and then just let everyone else play up. Because when we don't have any sustain, can't afford to go poking or anything at all. So all I had to do was either chunk and peel the tanks, or just try to ult the squishies. And in that last case with the triple stun, I could get the ulti on Ziggs before he flashed away, and then we could just burst them all down.
You had some really good ease there from
Yeah,
pretty much every
I was
team
surprised
fight.
myself that I got the triple stun at the end. I mean, it just set up with the Wang's godlike Q after we benched the MVP jungler.
Yeah. What else? So I mean, you guys here, Camber's Dick Suck Squad, 2-0 on the season. How is it to play with the legendary Camber in the team? Really, what's the team dynamic?
The team dynamic? Oh, it's more or less kind of based around Cameron. I mean, it goes along with Cameron will do what he does best, and that's be a god like ADC. And then that's just us trying to fit in the roles of another good player. So for like a mid laner, I'd have to just wait and chunk down either burst the ADCs or just peel Cameron. It was one of two things. And then with everyone else, especially like Albino Joe and Cameron, they learned pretty quick that it's mostly based around Cameron, because he can do a lot of work, but we need to help him do that work, or else the other teams will just focus him down.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be working out. I mean, you guys, I really are playing as a team, right? I mean, you said, and I think everyone knows, it's the team comps you are building and drafting. A lot of precaution put into keeping Camera alive, making sure you can funnel the damage through him. But I mean, it all has to come down to teamwork at the end of the day. And it seems to paid off, 2-0 on the season. Cal, any other final thoughts?
I don't think so. I think that's about it for me.
Yeah, well, Death Reaver, is Frag the real carry? Is this all just an elaborate scheme?
It is a lot of balanced out on how, yeah, we do go around Cameron a lot, but if we don't also play as a team, as like the tanks and the front line, if we don't have them, then Cameron can't do anything. And then it also goes the same as if Cameron doesn't do enough damage, then Bregan, our jungler, Wang or Thermidor, can also do that much, even if they do a lot of work on the enemy's backline.
Sure, yeah. Cool, well that's good to hear. Once again, congrats on the win.
Thanks.
So everyone stay tuned for Game 3. It's going to be Omewami Shinderu against Kylie's Playground Pals. Stick around.
Nice.